Alrighty then, let's go on to the video games. We're only talking about the main series right now.
Okay.
My favorite's Soul Silver because I started with it. It's special.
I started with like Pokemon Red and Gold. Those were like my two, at once. Because I had like
Yellow.
And then the next Christmas, I got both gold and silver. So
I got silver.
Silver.
yeah.
Although silver's the one I played most. So.
Yeah. See, I wanted to get silver, but this one came packaged. I was like, I want this Game Boy, and it came with gold, and I was like, well, I'll just get gold. But I always missed it because Lugia silver, so it was sad. but those were my first two. I think that was one reason. Yeah, I got red because I like Charizard. that's what I was like, Charizard. But it was such a hard choice between Pikachu and Charizard. But I went with Charizard.
See, I think me and my brother used to be into it too, which was crazy at the time. He got blue, and then I was torn because I wanted red. But then when I learned about that, Pikachu would follow you. I thought, well, that's immensely better. I want yellow then, because that's just so much cooler.
Yeah.
So yellow, and that was my first one. But I now need to confess something. I never finished yellow, guys. I really never did. I got distracted,
Not sure I ever actually.
and I got bored.
You played through it already.
Played through it.
Every year we
Yeah.
I
went
don't
to
know if I
the
ever
beach.
actually. I don't think I ever
replay
actually
it.
beat the Elite Four.
Every year. Would you guys not? Like,
For the longest time I didn't, but then I eventually did. But what?
I said almost every year we'd go to the beach. You two would restart
start.
it and replay it every year.
I did that till the battery died.
And we would always eat at the farmhouse. And every single time they'd both be sitting there and be checking who was farther.
Yep.
I think you would be farther most of the time.
Usually.
I have no idea.
Soul Silver, the original Silver, was my first one that I finished, and I think that's also why Luigi became my favorite, because it was just so freaking cool.
I have something to confess about Pokemon Silver. For the longest time, I never caught Lugia.
That was my goal, at the beginning of the game, because just looking at the box art, I was like, I want him. I don't know who he is, but I want him. So that was it. That was all it.
For the longest time, I never caught Lugia. I just played the game through it. Eventually, I did go and catch him, but it was a long time into the game.
If it makes you feel
many
better,
years after it came out.
I never went and got Mewtwo on yellow because I was scared. I told you, he freaked me out.
It was a pretty tough fight.
Yeah. I remember that.
But
good games, though.
Yeah, very good games. I don't know how many hours I played mine, and I'm sure everybody here would probably be billions of hours, accumulated. So it was a big part of our lives when we were younger, because we used to do a lot of battles, especially me and Joe. Hook up, trade, battle.
See,
I loved it.
I don't think the game itself is what got me into it. I think the Pokemon trading card is what actually got me first into it. And then the TV show came after, and then the games came. And then that's how I ended up.
I don't even remember the order.
I don't know which was first.
I don't either. I just remember
the game.
it was just I just remember
It just all came all at once.
Yeah,
I think they all did come out.
Yeah, they did, really.
I think they did come all at once, but I think the cards I started seeing them at Magimart near my mom's shop, and that's when I bought them. And then I was like, I don't know what these things are, but they're cool looking pictures. I like them. So that was it.
Yeah, I think I went from like I said, the show, and then I found the cards, and then the game. I think that was the order that it went for me. So
I'm pretty sure that we were into the game first,
I think so.
but I'm not 100% on that. I'm really not 100% on that.
It's hard to say.
And for Drew, it probably was all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were really.
Because we were already into this. So it really was. It was probably just
It was just
Pokemon.
there.
Yeah,
Cool, let's do
This
it.
is Pokemon, guys.
It's like let me shuffle my Pokemon cards while I play my Game Boy and watch Pokemon on the TV.
I know, right?
And then later today, we're gonna go watch the movie.
Man, our parents must have thought we were crazy obsessed. I mean,
I would say.
We're crazy obsessed.
jeez.
Still am. Still are. When we got Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that was the game that got Mary Lou into it. And
That's serious.
I remember playing through it, and then after a while, I put it down You didn't.
No, I can't play.
Yes.
Like I moved on to I played through Black and White, and like you were still playing Soul Silver.
Yeah.
So,
Which I can't blame you because it's awesome.
well, I was about to say, I honestly think that Silver is my favorite, just because you can go back to the original region and then also
Yeah, that
challenge
was awesome.
yourself, which was awesome. And no other has done that so far. I haven't played Black and White or since, so it's been a while since I've actually got into them. So as far as I know, they haven't done
Now, did
that.
you play the remakes Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. I was gonna say because if
No,
not,
no, no. Of course I did play Silver.
I was gonna say if not, you really need to because
No,
it's
no,
like
no,
so awesome.
No, so like the moment that I heard they were remaking them, I was like, all right, I'm getting back into it.
Yep.
But
Day
now-
one purchase, it was like, yep.
But now
Can't
I
argue
really
with that.
wish, and I know I shouldn't wish this because they've already. I really want them to remake it again for 3DS. Like, please, I want them to do it again. And I'm secretly praying that they're going to go. So many people are still playing this game. We should remake it again, but they're not. Gonna.
Let go. But and then Black and White was okay for me, and then Black and White 2, you know, those. I never purchased those. I have played a little bit of it, but it wasn't until X and Y came out that I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I loved X and Y.
I think X and Y was
And
like a resurgence. of
Alpha, Ruby, and Omega Sapphire was awesome.
Yeah.
as well.
You know, I've never played the Ruby and Sapphire generation at all.
Well, see,
I didn't.
when Ruby and Sapphire came out, Joshua I think he got Ruby, and cause see he wanted a Game Boy Advance, and they got him that for his birthday, I think, with Ruby, and that was I think his first Pokemon game. I saw him play that one, but I didn't get to play it until I got my Game Boy Advance. So for the longest time, he was playing Ruby, and I was still playing Silver and Yellow.
I didn't play Ruby or Sapphire. I played Emerald, and I loved Emerald a lot. But good tons. I mean, all of them.
Emerald was really good.
Emerald was really good. The only thing, someone pointed this out to me again the other day, that there isn't really I can't say this because it's not true, but it's partially true. But all the Pokemon games have a really similar story in a way.
Well,
they don't.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah, and that's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I like that idea. Keep it going. But someone said, they have potential there, and I agree. I think it could be a super good story that
Like
they
with
could make out of
XD
it.
Gale of Darkness.
Yeah,
Which we'll talk about later.
Console game.
Yeah. And I hope maybe with Sun and Moon about to come out.
Not X and Y. I don't know about X and Y. I never played it. Black and White shaped it up a little bit.
Yeah, their story
Yeah.
was. I heard their story was really good, but I mean,
Well, and then, technically Ruby and Sapphire did too with Team Aqua and Team Magma.
but I mean it's always been you started with 3, you started Pokemon, you battle a series of gym leaders, you battle the EVE organization, you battle the Elite Four, you catch a legendary Pokemon in the midst of this, and you become the best. Of
There
them
I
all.
was.
And I mean, that's a good form. That's a good formula. But I mean, compared to Gale of Darkness, which Gale of Darkness was, like you said, we'll talk about later. But it was such a different take on it. So
But that brings me to an interesting fact that I looked up actually earlier today. But I did not know this, but Pokemon is the first accredited RPG to focus more on gameplay than story.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I did not know that. But it's the first one RPG that really said we want this to be more about your experiences than the final boss or something like that. And most of the time when you talk about RPGs that came before Pokemon, stuff even like Chrono Trigger, you think about a cutscene that really moved you, or you think about a final boss like Final Fantasy with Sephiroth or Kefka, you don't ever really think about those random encounters that you go into. But in Pokemon, you really do, because it's I remember when I caught my first Gengar. I remember when I caught a Pidgey and I thought he was kind of useless, and then I was at the end of the game, I still had him, and I was like, okay, I really like Pidgeot. So
Why?
we have a lot of stories about the games of Pokemon. That's what I like about the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That and the fact that it's such a deep RPG, and it doesn't have to be, so it's accessible to everybody. So as kids, you can play it and have fun, but as teenagers and adults, you can be you can go into all the strategy and the evolutions and the stat boosts and stuff. And it gets pretty insane.
Christian's pretty.
He's nuts.
Yeah. He's
He is nuts.
And he can do the stat,
he's got YouTube videos where at least I don't know if he still does it, but
where
I've
seen. Yeah.
nuts. That's what that is. It's crazy.
I find one move that I like. Attack! Attack!
Keep using it.
When I first beat the first gym leader in yellow, I used up all the moves because I just used the starter and just the leftover move you get whenever you're out of moves.
Yep.
And just kept doing that, and he just wasn't able to take him down because apparently I'd over leveled so much.
Yeah.
It's just slowly like.
Pokemon's kind of my favorite game to level grind. I just, you know.
It is
I
a
love
really
level
good game
grind.
to level grind on because level grinding a lot in this one is more about like you're leveling up at the same time, but it's also you're like I know there's another Pokemon here and I'm waiting for it to pop back up
Yeah.
so I can catch it.
I hate when I'm too powerful, you know, and it's just like, just, you know.
Just leave a little bit.
Just a little, oh, God, no.
Especially the ones that are like really rare and
Yeah,
it's
I know.
like oh I gotta find it again. It's gonna
it's
take like an hour.
I'm at like level, you know, like 18 and they're all like
The
level
worst
3
feeling in the
and you hit
world.
them once. It's, no.
It literally is the worst feeling in the world to
Yes.
let a good Pokemon go.
And one of the
Yeah.
best feelings
Oh,
in
yeah.
the world is when you throw the Pokeball and it's wiggling and you're like, come on.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like they know that
Yeah.
people are gonna go crazy for that.
Uh,
I still hold the B button down.
I do too. I do too.
I have to do it.
I can't remember what Pokemon
I usually
it
hold the
was,
button down and wiggle with it. I'm like, please get it.
Remember,
It
we
gets
left
so
an
intense.
indentation on Michael's thumb once. I can't remember what Pokemon it was, but we were both pressing down.
Something real bad.
Yeah, we were both sitting there. Yeah.
wow.
That's an intensity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Ah.
Good time to
Keeps
learn.
moving.
Oh,
So, anything else about the main series?
that it was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Play it.
All right. Do you have something? Oh.